Welcome to the Tangled Puppet. Today's reading is going to be one for the Divine Masculine as we move out of the year 2022 into the year 2023. So let's go ahead and bless and give our prayers for the reading and thank and give our appreciation for those that come in and protect us. So, dear Heavenly Father, we come before you today to give thanks to you for the miracles that you've worked in our lives by keeping us all protected, safe from harm, and continually moving on the path that you designed for us in the beginning. We ask that you come in and bless this channel and keep any person, energy, or anything of not of the utmost highest vibration of yours out and away from it, so that we can influence as many people as you would like with this information today. As above, so below. Amen. So, okay. First, we're going to get started with a postcard from Spirit about the overall energy of, I almost dropped, of the energy of 2022 leaving us and entering into 2023, and what the overall energy is going to be like. So, Divine Father above, please give us the written letter from you to the Divine Masculine for year 2023. So it says, dearest you, are you taking yourself and your problems too seriously? Maybe fear of the future is weighing on you. We would like you to take a little break from all that and start having fun. When you stop fixating on what has been making you heavy-hearted, we get a chance to move some magic into your direction. We just need you to let go a little. Spirit needs some room and gets very inspired by your laughter when you have fun. When was the last time you got really loose, silly, and goofy? Maybe you need to go dancing or watch some very funny comedy to make you laugh, or call the one friend you know will remind you how ridiculous and delightfully giddy you can be. You will return fresh, refreshed, and renewed, and ready to once again see the world as less daunting, and you will be ready to receive in perfect timing the bounty that Spirit has for you. Don't you just love how much we care about you? So, what I'm gathering for the Divine Masculine is the year 2022 has really weighed them down, keeping them feeling the weight of their future because of the actions or the paths they've taken in 2022. They're fearful when it comes to bringing in the new year. What is going to come with it? All these frets and fears. But Spirit needs you to exercise the neutral mode, because if you control every situation in your life, you're expecting it to turn out a certain way. And because you have expected it to be a certain way, Spirit can't bring you the blessings that it would like to bring you, which are much grander than the expectations that you could possibly imagine, because Spirit's worth of you and your self-worth are not equaling the same, and could never, because Spirit and God created you. You are the son of the Father, and because of that, you could never imagine how much worth they in the Spirit sees in you. So they need you to release the control so they can bring in something better for you. You guys could be suffering from hip pain a little bit right now, because when the hip starts hurting, that's one scared to move forward in life because of their fears. And just like in the Divine Feminine's reading, what if you put as much, you know, energy in to your dreams as you did your fears? How much, you know, would you have for your dreams? You know, just do the math on that, and I'm sure the ratio is a lot grander than what it is if you put so much into your fears that are constraining you and holding you back. So let's see about the masculine's year 2023. Now, tear down the walls around your heart. You're experiencing a spiritual blossoming. So you divine masculines have went through an ascension process, which has blossomed your spiritual side and has awakened you to lots of different things. So Father God, let us see your 2023 overall energies. Yeah, release your inner rebel. Be yourself and create your own universe. So just as like in the Divine Feminines, be the writer of your own story. So let's get a little positive affirmation for the masculines to be able to carry on with them when they think about moving forward from 2022 to 2023. Holy Father. I am loved. Love yourself as much as you want to love someone else. And on the days that are really hard for you, look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I am lovable and I am enough. Let's go on ahead and get a positive movement or focus forward now. I am proud of who I've become. Because I was once asleep, now I am awoke. And I have something to be proud about. Divine masculines, it's okay to be proud of yourself and to love yourself. You are lovable. I am growing through every experience. That's right. You have went from a knight to a king to an emperor. You are a divine masculine. You're an emperor. That's all the kings in the deck. That takes 4 of them to become 1. You know, you're on a 4-to-1 ratio. Keep doing the good work. That's something to be proud of. Okay. And you are capable. Yes. You are a beautiful soul as well, is where it stopped at. So let the inner child out so that you can be the writer of your own story and grow through every experience. Yeah, tear down your walls around your heart. Give and receive security and warmth. So exercise the 3 modes to life, the giving, receiving, and neutral, is becoming a theme for you men, and that is learning when to give, to receive, and when to do nothing, when to let the control, you know, be given to the true captain of the ship. The love of your dragon reaches out to you. The realm of truth is opening up to you. There's different realms becoming easier for these masculines to move in and through and to understand and be able to decipher and distinguish between the truth and things that are not of a light path, more of a difficult path, and that's leaving them to leave their usual circles behind and feeling almost like outcasted because it's lonely at the top. And not the people that these men have been around. Like I said, this is a 4-to-1 ratio. There's on a scale of 1 to 10, you know, they're hitting at 1 to his 4. So these masculines, that these karmatic people that don't want to grow, haven't grown with them, and so now they're having to find themselves in new friend circles with different people and new experiences. So yeah, enter the temple of their truth and learn to value it, right? So now that they are crossing into their truest heart desires and uncovering who their beautiful souls have always been and has grown through all these experiences, they're now seeing the truth, and that they're on the path to the truth. And the truth is being clarified 2 different times. So these masculines are knowing their truth without needing to have it confirmed by someone else, because only oneself can know its truest heart's map, and that's the map that leads you with the internal song of your soul into your truest desires of your heart. And that's live playfully with a light heart. Listen to the voice of your inner child, right? So let your inner rebel, that inner child, come out and play. It's okay to let your guard down, to laugh a little, to be giddy, and it's all going back to that. Why so serious? Year 2023 is going to be one of much play and of not so seriousness. It's going to be one of the truth. Yeah, lost in the ruins of the past. Find the way to the present moment and live, because you will have to let go of the past emotions, feelings, guilt, shame, fears, and forgive but not forget, and express your gratitude for each lesson and for being able to have learned them, and take it for what it is and move forward as accepting that each lesson was a building block onto your future. And that will take you from a place of having to live in the moment, because you will be in the moment. And it won't be a thing of, oh, I should have lived in the moment. No, you don't have regrets now, because you are in the moment. With each moment, you realize that time is as precious as a diamond, because it's irreplaceable. It's one of a kind. You can't go back in time and redo it. So there's no redos. It's, the first time, the only time. And you are experiencing a spiritual blossoming. Take a new direction and be open to new experiences, because everything is new now. The old has been cleared out in the past with the ruins, because that's the only thing that you had gotten was a bunch of ruin in the past that left you feeling like burdens were a thing of normal, where you hadn't felt love. You're now experiencing love because you're giving it to yourself, and you're knowing that if you don't have expectations for the way that you want to be loved, then nobody else will either, and then you'll accept anything when it comes in, and no matter if it's conditional or unconditional or a divided sign in between it, you will not have that equal sign, because you're okay with not giving yourself that equal love. And yeah, and because of that, if you stay in the phase of lacking with your self-love, it will leave you caught up in drama. And this change and act will be able to allow yourself to be free and to be able to blossom again. And somebody could be 40 years of age or 31. The ruins that you've been lost in could have started in 2018, and just now, following each step. Somebody could be 33, 42, but if you take these experiences and lessons and forgive and forget the emotional side of it and find balance into it, and let your inner child come out, which in return will heal every wound, every crack, shatter that your mind or heart or spiritual body has experienced, and it will allow you to become a you've never experienced before, and cross the bridge of happiness that leads over the depths of your emotions. So you can now smooth sail once they come in balance. You've learned how to be the leader and the nurturer, to be the masculine and the feminine, and that's regenerates in the natural world. So nature can help you heal your inner child, because children have no blockages like us adults do to their minds. They're more open to things, and once your inner child comes out, it forgets the responsibilities and priorities for just a second, allowing you to be freely enough to connect into that will in your chakra, and just allow nature to totally take and uncontrollably healing on you, because you're not able to control it, because it's doing it for you. It's nurturing you as you were the leader, to allow that inner child to come out and to help heal with the earth, as Mother Gaia helps heal on you. So, and the time is right. Seize the day and make progress on your soul's path. So, and that's number 11. And the feminines also had similar cards for your year 2023. It looks to be as one of remembering your experiences and your lessons and the ruins of the past, carrying them forward into this new happiness, a place of something you can be proud of, carrying on legacies. Yes, you are unique. Be brave, a little crazy, but always be yourself, masculines. Let the authentic self shine, because that's the only truest thing that you never have to worry about changing. If you don't like change, then always be your authentic self, and you won't have to worry about doing shadow work repetitively, because you're being true to yourself. Once you have allowed your inner child to come out and nature to heal you, is also going to assist in this ascension process that you masculines have been going through in the later year of 2022. But it's going to allow you to slow down and become aware of your senses, and also waking up, you know, some of the clairs, the, you know, tasting and the seventh sense, and, you know, tasting, smell, seeing, you know, what you touch with your hands. You know, it's just experiencing all of your senses inside and through the other one is another aspect of it. Some of you divine masculines are really waking up to your psychic powers, and like I said, being able to travel in different realms, and really begin to channel and doing the work of where your soul is needed, as well as where your physical vessel is needed. Yeah, and this is lighting the flames for that candle inside your heart, that burning fire, that desire to let your truest light shine out of you, that will take you down any darkest path, because as long as you're radiating that light of your authentic self outside of yourself, there is no dark path for you. And again, the time is right. Seize the day and make progress on your soul's path, the soul's path to your truest heart's desire. There's a wonderful surprise that's coming in for you once you release the control of your own life for what you expect it to be. And it's something entirely new that Spirit has been holding back and waiting to give to you. I'm hearing some of you guys, it's taken 7 years, 10 years, 2 years, 1.5 years. Some of you 3 to 5, maybe 7. But either way, this is something that you thought you may have seen, but then it was cloaked. You were confused. You thought maybe Spirit wasn't talking to you, that maybe you have slipped into a archetype or karmatic person, and this surprise could be something of a romance for you. It's saying that the right time for romance has come. See it as an opportunity for a radiant life. So Spirit is bringing in a new life, as well as a romance between this intimate relationship that you're allowing Spirit to see into you with, and you're allowing to be vulnerable to Father God and Spirit above, and knowing that you are these chosen ones and that He has chosen you specifically above others, and realizing that this new connection and these new romantic endeavors could have you feeling like your truest desires are keeping you restrained, because knowing that that's what you've always wanted, but fearing that it could turn out the way of the ruin of the past, you are scared to embark forward on your future, because to be tied up and constrained like this picture would almost feel safer and snug and more comfortable than to fear of having it all and turning into the hermit, the emperor that loses it all, that goes into the cave to think while he's sitting in the hangman face until he can find his face and place again on an outside place, you know, with the rest of his race. So a message is trying to reach you. Be vigilant. The spirit world wishes to find and touch you. You guys may have passed over loved ones, grandmas, moms, fathers, sons, daughters, I hope not, grandmothers, but there's somebody, actually I'm seeing a masculine that had a wider nose with a gray beard and kind of looks like a wizard actually, but he says maybe uncle or grandfather, Bill, Phil, Luke, I'm hearing. Anyways, they are helping guide you and protect you. I'm also seeing a few mothers out there giving people hugs that are helping push you guys on the lighter path of the two, to help you feel the nudges from spirit and move you forward down this path and this entirely new life that seems scary, but really it's the easiest path you've had yet. A new strategy was built and required for you to have this place in your life, and this new strategy is one of letting go of the past and having faith instead of just in case plans, and knowing that Father God has a plan worked out for you, and if it feels right, it is right, and just to go with it. Yeah, have the courage to be free, to be the writer of your own story. And release your creative energies. That's that sacral chakra, you know, and that's also the same chakra that is where your relationships are produced out of, to bring the balance in them, and feel the power of your ancestors in your blood, because you're never alone. Once you feel and know that your ancestors and God have gotten you, and you have let go of 2022, there is the lotus inside of you. That seed that was planted oh so long ago opens up and begins to bloom to become the most radiant lotus that you could ever imagine, the most magical one. This is a time of being in line with your ancestors and lots of different partnerships. This is the new age, and a partnership for the new ages is the time to welcome it. So this is the time for romance, and also a time of partnership. I have a feeling that some of these masculines are coming out of what felt like just a dream in their world and a darker path, to realizing that there's been a light-filled angel beside them to keep them out of despair, and being able to recognize it and allowing them to be their inner rebel. To conform is to die inside. These masculines have been given a path that allows them to stay their true, authentic self and to follow their vision, you know, to be in the wolf and to be innocent and be the pack leader, is to be a prideful masculine wolf howling at the moon, because that's the pride and proudness that they have in themselves, as their tribes do. It's not just self-recognition, it is recognition and illumination from the whole tribe, because they have left their usual circle and now found their soul tribes, is what I'm hearing, and they have rose above their darkest days. Their soul tribes have been calling them and sending out, and now that they have allowed for the guilt and shame to awaken the true side of them, they have let this go and forgive themselves, which is awakening the magic of the courage that they have, allowing them to protect and know that now is the time to change, because the tree of wishes is calling their name, because they've listened to their internal song, and that's what's leading them to the door of success and happiness, where all their dreams are coming true, to be enjoyed and have the celebrated life, because they followed the path of their soul. Do not allow anyone or anything to stop you, masculine. You know, if you look right here, this is, you know, the father, the deer, that masculine, that radiant ball of light right there with all of its power and its glory. And as he knows his power, so do others. You can't help but see that light beaconing like a headlight to guide them anywhere they needed to go. So masculines, it looks like as long as you forgive and forget that the trauma exists and transmute the pain around to a place that you can move forward and let that stuff stay in the past and embark on your future without restraints from the past, then you can tear down your walls and be able to have, yeah, you have a big mission on earth. And there were lots of psychic attacks that were keeping you stagnant in the past that are now being removed off of you, allowing you to embark on this. You are a Jesus descendant, which you have very good ancestors and strong bloodline that's having success in removing these psychic attacks and taking you out of that dark night of the soul. They're also purging everything black inside of you, allowing you to become, you know, not the black sheep, but the Baba white sheep, you know, the one that was hidden in plain sight. You guys may be descendants from Atlantis, but Judgment Day is coming for these people that cause these psychic attacks, that also had taken control of these lucid dreams and made you feel the anxiety and worry. Yeah, do not worry. Your third eye is awakening. Some of you guys could be having headaches and it's feeling like spending alone time, like the hermit, you know, going from being the emperor to feeling like losing it all because of these psychic attacks. But it's now being cleared out, and your psychic and clairvoyant powers, like I said, those clairs are coming awoken. These psychic attacks were done by evil family members. You know, just because they're your blood and family here doesn't mean they weren't the person that killed you every lifetime before. So they know that you were a light worker. And it's a good thing that you have woken up, because these people are not of the light. They are not awoke. Your dreams are coming true, masculine, because you are an earth angel and a healer. You're God's ambassador. You also have natural Reiki powers, which is the healing of the hands. You were born to be a legend and have an abundance of healing powers in this life, because your name holds powers, and your third eye is awakening. You're now beginning to see that you are one strong individual, and you have nothing to worry about. You are a shaman or have been a shaman in the past. You may have Lemurian blood, but you are a generational curse breaker. Your ancestors, yeah, that ancient divine blood, out of all the blood and the people that roam, you were the one that proved to be the most worthy to carry this ancient divine blood and break these generational curses, which is moving your ancestors and your lineage up in the spiritual world. You're being able to embark and heal 7 generations before and after you by the actions that you take. Not only are you a miracle, but there's one for you as well, and it's protected by God alone and the angels. It's a divine protection and intervention, and the angels are protecting you, and so are the celestial beings, because you are a star seed. And these ancient Egyptian ancestors have been coming in your dreams to give you a message about some hidden secrets. They want you to remain calm at this time, but people have underestimated your gifts and your powers and the ability that you have to see deja vu. They didn't think that you would be able to clear out these psychic attacks, and so now they will regret messing with you. You're part of a twin flame mission, and your enemies know about this rebirth, and they tried to bring up the trauma again to where you would feel like the black sheep and the spell work had taken place and that you needed to go back into hermit mode. But because you pushed through it and purged these psychic attacks and allowed the angels to protect you while doing it, you protected your twin flame mission. And I thought this sounded like it was the matchup to the divine feminine, which I wasn't planning on doing a Pacific twin reading right now. I was going to do one for the twins alone, and I still will. But at this moment, the divine masculines that are twins, you're going to be coming into balance with your goddess energy, the divine feminine. And that's what spirit is surprising you with, is now is the time. There's never a time. Yeah, it was in your dream. The dream messages, they've showed you this. Yeah, your royal enemies have wakened up and realized that this is going to come for you regardless. Yeah, the rebirth of the twins, Adam and Eve. Make sure that you keep your places saged, your bodies as well. The ancient Egyptian ancestors are going to help you with this. You may even, like this, and clear your space with the triangle. The mind, the body, the soul. I was going to, as I seen that these fears with going forward were in your sacral chakra, were out of balance, and it still hasn't seemed to let up. The colors are still just flowing so much of the same, you know. It's all taking place in that sacral chakra, from the masculine to the feminine. So today I was going to do something a little different. We're going to go on ahead and ask the Reiki Holy Fire to come in and to bless this healing today that we're going to do, that's going to clear out any stagnancy and keeping these masculines and feminines held back in their sacral chakra, which could prevent them from moving into balance in their relationships with their creativity, into their truest potential and their desires. So today we're going to draw in the Reiki and heal their sacral chakra. As above, so below. Just let it flow smoothly in and through. You may feel some different feelings in your sacral chakra area. It may get hot, but as we send this healing today, just know that we're helping clear out the stagnancy and realign your chakras into a smooth sailing journey for you. As the wheel turns and spins, so does the time in the hourglass. So let's not waste it while hoping this gets healed, and heal it today. I see a man sitting by a table looking through different notes, receipts, paperwork, trying to figure out something to do with business or something in the future, and he gets frustrated and he goes back and he goes into the kitchen, he maybe gets something to drink, and he comes back and he starts all over again. Finally, the last time, behind a window I see a dove fly. And I watched the man throw the crap, the paperwork, the books, everything in the fire. And just say it is what it is. And at that moment, it became what it will become. And that's a wonderful surprise that Spirit held deep within inside. And the only way for him to see where it resides was to step aside, and he done that. So today, your chakra of your sacral chakra is healed in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your wheels are spinning smoothly. Make sure you drink plenty of water, and as this will continue until it is completely healed, you may have some different symptoms from it, so just keep yourself hydrated. Clear your energy with salt, pink Himalayan salt. You can wash your hands or take a shower in it, and it will realign you, empaths and stuff from soaking up, or energetic thieves. Cut cords where from the past. Look on YouTube, get Reiki cord cuttings or healings of the sounds that will assist you in this. So give us a clarification on how the sacral chakra is running at this time for the masculines. It's going to become the door to value. That's where the creativity is. That's the balance. You're now able to rest and rejuvenate because any blockages have been moved. This is also going to allow for you to become the healer of all ages, to take charge and be that masculine, the leader, the king, the emperor, and to remove any hostilities with Archangel Gabriel of the throat and say what needs to be said to bring you into a healing place and a door to value. 31:19, 51:26, 39, and 28, victory. Everything is running smooth with the sacral chakra, the solar perplex, the root, the stability is all running smooth. And your higher self has found the strength to move forward into the future and become the magician in the mirror, which is the alchemist, the story writer, the author. Yeah, to be seen as the leader in the community, the leader, the one who followed their soul's journey and found a happy life, a happy man, a happy plan, a happy family. His heart chakra has been healed and opened up from this broken heart, and it has allowed them to have this temple path, walking away from 2022 with new contracts for 2023 that bring in the door to value through this garden gate. The sun god is receiving the goddess of the moon, the other half to their soul, and the door to spirit opened up in these messages about the storms with financial constraints, that if they just had patience, all these cycles will be closed, and new doors to love and value, with the man holding a coin and having that second chakra with Archangel Ariel healed now, has allowed them to have the door to personal growth and happiness, no longer feeling attached. They now have, the woman holding a heart with the door to romance, and all tied up with the woman holding a coin, and strategies that their partner could be a working woman, and now they are seeing that she's not all tied up away from them. She is helping produce a future with them, and it's allowed this man to see different possibilities for this caring connection, no longer feeling like indecision because it's now balanced out with a proper working sacral chakra. It can have a balanced relationship and allow it to blossoming in abundance of emotions and connection with this thinking woman is something that most men dream of that never experience in this lifetime. And because of this healing today, you masculines are able to move forward to having a firm foundation and being that strong masculine male that other men envy. Your heart is healed, and now you have become the intellectual but also street smarts with common sense, and that has opened all the doors for you. You were given the keys from your ancestor, but it has allowed this twin flame mission, this to take action, the white, the black, the yin, the yang, like I said, complete balance. And anything that would make you feel like was deception and give you anxiety has been removed by Archangel Matron of the third eye, and taken and opened your third eye and your crown chakras, where you can feel appreciative about the cornucopia that Spirit has given you, which is 1111, which is that other half of your soul back, and allowed for you to have this appreciation for each other and appreciation for the life that you have grown through every experience, and is something to be proud of because you are lovable. So let's go ahead and get a archetype theme for the year 2023 for the Divine Masculine. So in the beginning of the year, it might feel kind of hypocritical, you know, because you had to go from being one person to somebody else, but that's not hypocritical. That was the ascension process, the growth, and other people in your past circles would call it hypocritical, but that is why you changed to a different, normal group of people that are your soul tribe, like yourself. This is going to be one of the poet. It is a year of mental flow, rhyming, rhythm. It's one of an artist, one that's able to put things in an order of smooth running. Yeah, like I said, you experienced your fall from grace in 2022. So as you have changed your thinking and your ways of being something that was not proud of, you're beginning to be the warrior, not the victim. You have become the observer instead of just the doer. You are now both sides of yourself. The divine masculine and feminine inside of each one of us is running balanced for you as we come into this year, because you stood when you could have fell. Yeah, you're the illuminated one, the stargazer, or strategizer, the illuminated strategizer, stargazer maybe through the stars you were able to see your path, and maybe when the moon illuminated your path, the sun illuminated you as being the chosen one, the balanced one, the arbiter of balance, of intellectual and wisdom and common smarts, all being able to be thought about in a proper perception, being able to perceive all sides to perception. That's, yeah, left you looking like something of a magician, one that can play every card right, every key right. Like I said, you were given the keys to the streets. You were blessed this many times with different doors to open up as you learn the lessons. So the inventor of our own story is what. No more demons. See, they're in reverse. They've all been cleared out, masculines. Yeah, some of you have a falcon spirit guide or an angel that comes through as a falcon that swooped down and just yanked this demon right off of you. Yeah, something metamorphic. Maybe it was a sphinx or something. Yeah, there's no more tricksters, jokers in your path. No more shadow divers, dark things that would dive in and stop this warrior from becoming the emperor. And now you are the warrior, the sage, the No, that's funny. The midwife, the creator of life. Yeah, you were the innocent chosen ones, the survivors. So as I'm seeing the divine feminine and masculines, 2023 is going to be about surviving, the warriors, surviving year 2022 and becoming the survivor, from going from the wanderer to the observer, to having the fall from grace, to becoming the sage, the warrior, no longer living in this roundabout as these tricksters, the jokers, come in and try to make us follow this hypocritical path. Now we are seeing one of rhyme and balance, of life and death, of metaphysical here and now, of this realm and that realm. We are now seeing that the veil is very thin, and that we are healed, that we were our own alchemists, the writers of our own story. We blended what Spirit gave us and made lemonade. But with each little path, you were able to put the big picture together to see that nothing could stop God's great divine plan, and that's what He has in store for you chosen ones that have endured so many hardships in life and now able to rest and rejuvenate, knowing that this is the downhill slide, that this is the end of that part of our lives. We have proven to be worthy of His love, and He is appreciative of us, and will be watching and protecting us, because He is no longer standing aside and allowing us to relive something that is done and caused by somebody who refuses to heal. It's not because we didn't learn the lessons. So now it is a new day and new time, new way. It's the new age for us. Have a good night, and the next one will be for the twins, and I hope you enjoy. Masculines, we're proud of you.